In sports, it's cliche to say that the hardest working athletes are the ones that see the most success. But when this is the case, that success starts with unwavering support through coaching. WENY's Sam Shapiro shares how one coach here in the Southern Tier has done that for them and continues to pave the way in track and field.
Throughout their careers, Dominic, Mikula, and Meghan Matheny were two of the best pole vaulters in the nation. With both athletes bringing in a resume of accolades, the two of them have cemented their careers at Ithaca College as some of the most dominant in the program's history. This spring, they ended the season on a high note by each bringing home a national title.
It was in Rochester, so many people could be there to support both of us. And, it's kind of like the perfect culmination of like what both of our careers had been and, what we had worked for. So.
And definitely coming up one place short indoor, being the #1 seed going into it and placing second, definitely kind of hurt a little bit. So kind of using that fuel in the outdoor season and finally getting it done.
This past May was Dom's first national title and Meghan's third in her career. They attribute their success to their longtime vaulting coach, Matthew Sheffler. Both athletes hit the ground running with him early in their careers as he started to train with them roughly a decade ago. They feel his approach towards his athletes is why they've seen success.
It varied day to day too. If he could tell you were having a bad day, it would be like, okay, we'll try this. But, if you need to take a break, like you can come and sit and I'll chat with you for a little bit during practice. And, if you're feeling better and you want to try it again, or like that can just be what you need that day. I think he was really good at tailoring his coaching to each individual person.
From the beginning, when we first learned how to vault, he was the one kind of building us up. So I definitely think that played a huge factor in our success early on, but also towards the end of our careers, kind of knowing our own style of vaulting and knowing what he's thinking and kind of having an open dialogue versus kind of just power struggle that some coaching staffs have.
Coach Sheffler feels his interpersonal coaching style allows his athletes to have fun while competing at a high level. He feels this approach helps players and coaches instill more trust in one another.
There's a level of trust that goes along with pole vaulting, which is really huge. So, when you're coaching someone, and they trust you, they're more apt to make those changes without questioning whatsoever. And, it just becomes a pretty fluid system.
And while Meghan has concluded her pole vaulting career this spring, it's still uncertain if Dom will use his last season of eligibility next year. Reporting, Sam Shapiro, WENY Sports.